Um, I'm sure some of you are going to point out that there's cheaper versions of Purifi amps out there, and that may be true. Finding an 8-channel all-in-one version in a chassis this size that's executed properly, I think, is actually kind of hard to find, especially from a company that's got good results. There's a couple companies out there. I'm not going to name names because I don't think it's fair. There's a couple companies I've worked with that my experience so far has been okay, and a couple that I've actually had bad experiences with. So there's a few that I've bought amplifiers from them, put them into systems, and actually had to send them back because of issues, or they failed to meet spec because they did something goofy with the wiring, or the quality of construction was clearly not very good. And maybe that doesn't hurt performance, but people pay good money. They expect to see things that look like cleanly drilled holes, things like that. So I think it kind of depends. I mean, there was a European company, I think they're French, that was making some Purifi amps, and we had used them in a project, and they were quite expensive. They were made to order. They took quite a long time to get over here. I think to get the 8-channel version would only be a little bit cheaper than this, and we ended up having to send them back and could not get a satisfactory resolution. So ultimately there was money given back, and we moved on to something else. I mean, with companies like Lyngdorf, that's just not an issue. These are not made to order, or they're properly put together and well executed, and there's just no issues with them. So, I mean, I get that there's cheaper options, but to me, this is a great amplifier for the industry I work in, and for people like myself putting together good theaters.